Can you imagine a world wilder than anything you have ever seen? A place where the trees scrape the clouds and the rivers run as wide as seas. This was the Amazon rainforest millions of years ago. Incredible beauty. Incredible danger. Forget everything you think you know about the wild. This was a land of giants. Massive crocodiles lurked in the murky waters. Birds with wingspans wider than a car soared through the canopy. Snakes so enormous they could swallow a cow whole. Not just a jungle. A living, breathing arena. Survival was a constant battle. A daily test of courage and skill against fearsome predators. Every day an adventure. A high-stakes game of hide-and-seek with nature. The air was thick and heavy. Buzzing insects the size of your hand and calls of animals long extinct. Be aware of every sound, every shadow, every ripple. Let's paint a picture of this ancient Amazon. Millions of years ago, the rainforest was even bigger and more mysterious than it is today. The climate was hotter and wetter, a gigantic steamy greenhouse covering much of the continent. The trees were colossal, forming a canopy so thick the forest floor was in permanent twilight. Sunlight struggled to pierce through, creating a dark world below, a misty world, a humid world. Giant ferns unfurled massive fronds across the damp earth. Strange, colorful flowers bloomed, attracting bizarre insects and hummingbirds of incredible size. The rivers were different too. Before the Andes rose, the Amazon may have flowed the other way, creating vast inland seas and swampy wetlands for thousands of miles. These murky waters were perfect for prehistoric life. Giant water lilies floated like living rafts. Below, schools of fish, armor-plated giants, and the colossal arapaima prowled. The rainforest was a pharmacy, a hardware store, and a grocery, all in one. They were small communities, tribes bound by family and tradition. They lived completely in tune with the natural world. Simple shelters of wood, palm fronds, and bamboo, cool, dry, rebuildable. Community was everything. They shared food and protected each other. Knowledge passed through stories, songs, and hands-on teaching. Their tools were pure ingenuity, crafted from the forest. Hardwood spear points, piranha teeth and serrated jaws as blades, split bamboo as razors, bones into needles and hooks. Men hunted and fished for days, tracking through dense jungle and treacherous rivers. Women gathered fruits and medicines, botanists and pharmacists. Children learned stealth, tracks, small bows, games as training. From first steps, respect the forest and understand its power. They saw themselves as part of it, not separate. This deep connection was their greatest strength in a wild, unforgiving world. The ultimate challenge: the pursuit of the giant snakes. First and foremost, safety. A predator like Titanoboa threatened everyone, especially children. One monster could clear out hunting grounds. Capybaras, tapirs, gone. A successful hunt meant food for weeks. Skin, strong, flexible, waterproof, became shelter covers, protective clothing, and bags. Bones into tools and ornaments. Prestige followed the bravest. A test of skill, bravery, and intelligence. They hunted to maintain balance in a delicate web of predators and prey. They respected snakes as powerful spirits. Titanoboa carajonensis, the largest snake ever. Up to 42 feet, longer than a school bus, and over 2,500 pounds. A constrictor, not venomous, power-made flesh. It hunted giant turtles and crocodiles. Elsewhere, Gigantophis stretched over 30 feet. Rivers hid Purosaurus, 40 feet of bone-crushing jaw. On land, Megatherium and terror birds ruled. Hunting a giant snake was a coordinated effort, starting with tracking. Wide crushed trails, huge mud prints, and half-eaten turtles marked its path. Hunters moved silently for days, always downwind, using terrain to their advantage. Never attack in open water. Lure it ashore, into a narrow ravine or a thicket of strong trees. Long, heavy spears with fire-hardened tips, tough vine ropes to entangle and limit movement. Human intellect versus reptilian brawn. Decoys shouted and hurled stones to draw its gaze. The attack team moved in. Aim for the head, just behind the skull where spine meets bone. Blind the eyes to sow confusion. The struggle was long and terrifying. Its coils could break trees. Agility and silent signals kept hunters alive. Victory demanded absolute coordination, the peak of human courage and cooperation. For these peoples, the great snake was food, and a powerful spiritual being at the heart of their world. Many saw the anaconda as creator, the master of waters, the rivers themselves its body. Before a hunt, rituals asked spirits for permission and protection. Fasting, chanting, and sacred plants opened the path. They promised to honor the snake's spirit or risk misfortune. Stories taught survival, how the great serpent carved rivers or which plants heal. Legends praised wit over brute force. After the hunt, they treated the body with reverence. Skull, vertebrae, and skin became sacred objects. Giving thanks completed the sacred cycle, sustaining balance for future generations. So the great snakes and the people could continue to share the waters. In the ancient Amazon, the lone hero was a fantasy that ended in death. The tribe was the ultimate survival tool. 10 or 15 hunters with a shared plan and unwavering trust could do the impossible. Tracker, spearman, agile decoy, every role mattered. A lookout on the tail was as vital as the final striker. On return, everyone worked, skinning, butchering, preserving by smoking and salting. Hides were tanned, children learned by watching. Sharing created a social safety net. The village functioned like one organism. Teamwork and mutual support let them thrive in one of Earth's toughest places. It's easy to be in awe of their bravery, but their story carries lessons for our disconnected world. Respect the natural world, take only what you need and protect the whole. Our greatest power is cooperation. They perfected senses and knowledge instead of tech, plants into poison, bones into needles, teamwork into a weapon. Our greatest tool is the human mind, learning and adapting. The Titanoboa's world is gone, but its descendants' wisdom lives on. Listening to them helps us reconnect with the planet. Between humans and nature, fear and respect, courage and community, balance endures. What an amazing legacy.